Alright guys, so welcome back to my channel. So I know I haven't uploaded. I'm really gonna try this year to be consistent and actually get content up at least 3 times in the same month, because you can see, yeah, it's totally not like that. But anyway, I did this look today. It's a purple look. I used the James Charles palette. Everything I use will be in the description down below. This will be a voiceover because my neighbors started to play music when I started recording. So this will be a voiceover. Like I said, everything I use will be in the description down below. You guys can follow me on all my social medias, which is AdryannLatrice, spelled just like my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and see you guys later. Bye. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this started. I'm using my James Charles palette. It's been through some things, come dirty. But we're going to go ahead and conceal my eye with the Revolution Foundation Conceal and Define. It's too light for me for a foundation, but it's okay. It's perfect for a concealer. So I put that all over my eye. I used my BH Cosmetic blending brush at first, but then I switched over to my Real Techniques powder brush. I think it's called, a little short pink one. So I'm going to go ahead and get that all blended out. So now we're going to go into the Pinkity Drinkity shade that's in the James Charles palette. It's kind of very, very light. I kind of went back and forth and built it up because I wanted a good base color kind of transition. So I'm doing that little windshield wiper motion just to get to make sure it's in my crease and all blended out, so you don't see any of those harsh lines of that color. Next color I'm going to go into is kind of like this cranberry color. I was trying to show you guys the colors I was going to use, but really didn't work out. So I'm going to go into the cranberry color and also put that into my crease. I'm going to actually put this in a lot because I actually wanted it kind of dark in there, just where my crease is, so I can have some type of dimension. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and get that all in there. I'm going to go back and forth for a good minute. Just know that.
We make the people say yeah, yeah.
Alright, then I went back into the same brush I used for the Pinkity Drinky to kind of soften up the edges, because I wanted to kind of like go into light. I want to go light, dark to light. My neighbors are so loud right now. So I did that. Now I'm going to go into this really, really cute purple shade. As y'all know me, purple was my favorite color. That purple was so pretty. So I'm going to put that right below that color into my crease and put that all the way, and also blend that in, just so like everything is kind of like fading from dark to light. That was what I was going for, but as you can tell at the end, it ain't fully come out like that, but that's what I wanted. So, and then I go into, no, too early. I'm still in the purple. Now I go into the black shade that is in there, just to put it on the end, and that freaking color was super black. I haven't put too much on my eyeshadow, but I tap it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and get that blended as well. And then I'm going back in that Pinkity Drinkity brush, the brush I use for just to, like I said, blend out the edges to make sure nothing is too dark at all. The next thing you're gonna see is me showing the concealer to cut my crease. I actually cut my crease off of camera because that just would have took too long. So once I cut my crease, I went into that white shade that's in the palette, just to put it on my lid to kind of set it so it don't be that color of the concealer, because I really didn't like that. So I go ahead and put that on there. And then after that, I went into the little shimmery shade that's in the palette. It's kind of like a gold shade, and I put that on the lid because I did not want the white just to be there. And I also went back into that cranberry color and blended out the edges of the concealer in the white to kind of ombre it, because I didn't want it to look like it was like separated at all. So that's what I'm doing here. And after this, I will go into that gold shade I was telling you guys about to put on my lid.
We make the people say yeah, yeah. You better watch your back, don't let them hold you down, 'cause the time and the effort that you give to them gonna turn back around on you. I'm so glad that I finally see through this illusion. Now I know about you. So girls, you know you better
All right, so right here I'm still blending. So I actually did my liner and my lash off of camera because I had the wrong lash on in this clip anyway. I had my left eye lash on my right eye, so it was wrong anyway. So I did my lash and stuff off camera. So the next clip you guys see me in would be me putting on my stuff for my face makeup. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go into this face. I use the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I like this primer because it makes me kind of like smooth, but it doesn't mattify my face. And I kind of don't like mattifying primers or foundation. You'll probably never see me use a matte foundation unless I'm not even gonna finish that to 6. You probably won't even let me use. You probably won't let me see one. So I'll go ahead and put that into my rub that into my skin. I gotta get that forehead because you know it's out there. And I go ahead, I definitely get it around my mouth because my mouth gets really, really dry. The next thing I put on my face is going to be this matte strobing cream. I got this from Ulta. I actually got it as a free item because I bought something that's supposed to come with it. I don't know. It's super white, so I just make sure I go ahead and blend that in perfectly so you don't see any whiteness under my foundation. Kind of give me kind of like a dewy type of look. So yeah, and then my foundation I use is going to be the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I believe I'm in the shade W8. So I put it on the back of my hand and I just put it on my finger. Everywhere I'm going to take my Real Techniques Insta Pop face brush. I think I know. If it's not right, it'll be right in the description. And I go ahead and blend that out. I do tapping motions. I do not sweep or like drag it. It might look like I am, but I'm just tapping all over my face. It just feels like, to me, with that, it sets the foundation nice like I want it, and it gives me a little bit more coverage. So all that is now blended out, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal, what's it called? Full Wear Concealer. I'm using the same 2 concealers I used to cut my lid with, that one and then the Revlon one. I don't even know where my Revlon one even came from. I just found it in my makeup stash that was in my storage closet. So I'm just gonna use that. It's kind of old, but I'm glad it didn't break me out or nothing. So I was just lucky. So I take another Real Technique brush. This is their buffing brush, I believe, and I just blend out my foundation. I just blend out my concealer. I feel like I'm talking really fast. Oh well, if it just slow it down if y'all need to watch it, whatever. So I go ahead and blend everything out. I go back in with my foundation brush to blend out any edges. And I'm going to go ahead and set under my eye just a little because I don't want it to be kind of wet under there. I use the Black Radiance setting powder, I believe it's called. Like I said, if this is all wrong, everything will be in the description down below of everything I use, even down to the shade. I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and contour my face. I'm using the Wet n Wild medium, I believe. It's really old. Well, it's not really old. It's got a lot of stuff on the front. And I kind of hit pan. So I'll go ahead and I do my cheekbones, my temple, my forehead, and then also my jawbone because I need to be snatched, honey. Snatched. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. Now once we're done with the contour, we're going to go into highlight. I'm using this Stephen Laurent, I don't know how to say it. I got it out of a Birchbox. Bro, this is the bomb highlighter. And I'm using my Anastasia A23 highlighting brush. Best highlighting brush that I can find. I ain't used another one since I discovered this one. So I go ahead and I do my cheekbones, my nose, and I also do my Cupid's bow as well. Everybody make fun of me on my nose. They said my nose was like a Smurf. And then when I highlight it, it makes it even more smurfer. So I don't care. I actually put a lot of highlight on right there. So I actually take my brush and my makeup brush, my buffing brush I use to kind of tone it down just a little bit because I felt like I put a lot. And then I also do my Cupid's bow. After the highlight, I do my lip combo. This is the new lip combo and I'm freaking in love with it. So I gotta put y'all on. So I use the NYX Cosmetics lip liner in Mahogany. It is kind of like red, but I don't put a lot because my lips are already pink. So I just want to put like a little bit of color in them. So I do my top lip, my bottom lip, and I put on 3 lip glosses. 2 of them is from Revlon. I believe the first one I use is Natural. And the second one I use is Snowflake. If I'm not, a snow something. And the very last one I used was the Milani Clear lip gloss they got. So after I finish your lip, the look is done. I hope y'all enjoy, and I see y'all in my next video.